Hello everybody, this is Panda. And please, I want you guys to go check out my Instagram. It's so important that you check out my Instagram, what happened this morning. And what happened at Glide this morning. Please, do check out my Instagram. It's the same as my YouTube. It's not that hard to just flock over there and watch the videos, because it's going to be very important for you to understand what discrimination looks like. But with that said, everyone, I'm Panda, and I think we were discriminated at Glide again. It gave me a tray with nothing in it, basically, with an apple, a stale piece of bread, mind you, and pieces of potatoes. I thought it was a joke. A young man named Spencer that I just met, he's from Oregon. He's been here for 2 weeks. He thought something was. He thought maybe they did that because the first time. And I was like, maybe that is. But to toy around with me like that, that's just despicable. They should not ever do that. So please, go check out my Instagram, everybody, and look at the stories. Please look at the stories. Because it shows you that the city is not very, very, very much open-minded to helping me. And my vegan, I'm a vegan. Pescatarian vegan, right? And you know, for the organization of 501c3 that does not have a dietarian on staff, which they cannot hire one because they can't afford one, it's very poor 501c3. So just please do check out my Instagram. You're gonna be like, what? That's what they gave you for breakfast? Oh, that's a joke. That's such. Yeah. Now they're toying with me at Glide. Now they are all toying with me. I got an organization here at named Glide. I told them the very first time I went there that I was a vegan. And ever since then, it's been a problem. So we at Union Square. And I wanted to share my story, but I want you guys to go check out the Instagram so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So you know that I'm not trying to lead you onto a fake story. I have proof. I have a witness. This young man named Spencer would tell you it is not easy getting vegan food here for free. You either have to pay for it or you're just going to have to starve to death. And I told I guess the guy with the ponytail that works at Glide, like, so if I have dietary restrictions, I have to forgive my dietary restriction to eat something that I cannot eat. You're forcing me to do something that I can. That is not what I called respecting my human rights or my civil rights. But, yeah. So we went there today. I know it's going to happen, but I didn't know they was going to do that. Give me basically an empty box with a few potatoes and an apple and a piece of stale bread. That's a joke, guys. So, but like I said, go to my Instagram, go check it out. You're going to see it, all the stories. You're going to see when I got kicked in the face yesterday. Not in the face, got kicked yesterday by some weird guy, drunk. I was about to beat the crap out of him, and I realized, like, you know what? It's not worth it. And then last night I had to deal with all the wind and the dust, and we still have to deal with the wind and dust because it's a windy day. So if you hear the wind, guys, I do apologize. I really do apologize. But, yeah. I don't have the energy to walk, guys. I haven't eaten anything really since yesterday. I've been trying to step up my game, you know, and yeah. But I just want to let you guys know that I think we have been discriminated at Glide again. Another 501c3 wants to play stupid. You can't hire formal. I get it. Everyone needs a chance at life. But when you Glide, take it from me. When you hired former homeless people to advocate and work for your organization, they do not understand mental health. They do not understand cultural education. Instead, they talk to you as if you are incompetent. You don't curse at me. Speak to me. I did not curse at you. Speak to me. And that's the problem with Glide. Their verbal interactions with civilians is very poor, in my opinion. from my observation as a documentarian, as a photographer, it's not poor. It's fair, but it's not good. Because the way you guys talk to me, it was just like, really? You don't think I know any better? You don't think I'm paying attention to my surroundings? You don't think I'm competent enough? You don't give people a chance to prove that they're willing to cooperate. But are you willing to cooperate with the civilians and the people of San Francisco? Because obviously you do not. You gave me an empty tray with an apple, a stale bread, and pieces of potatoes. Wasn't even mad about the sandwich, because the sandwich I was gonna give it to a guy, but he's not even here anyway, so I don't care. But come on, guys, as long as I've been coming every morning and trying to look for something, you guys are like, what do you guys? You guys are watching my Instagram. You know I'm done throwing away your food, so you figured that if this guy come give him this empty box, was that a setup? Because if that was, that's poor judgment on a 501c3 organization. That's poor judgment. Like I said, guys, you guys at Glide should be careful who walks through your door sometimes. Not everyone is chronically homeless. Alright? When I mean by chronically homeless, chronically homeless is someone is on the streets, chronically doing things they're not supposed to do. I'm doing one thing that no one wants to do. Document the shit that no one wants to document. Doing a job that reporters do not want to do. I'm doing a job that not even a local news station wants to cover because they too chicken shit to already fucking do it. Guys, I literally walked down Turk Street with a gimbal. It's a $2,000 camera setup and a gimbal showing you the dangers of Turk Street. And you telling me news organizations in San Francisco, you too chicken shit to walk down the Tenderloin? When I was able to walk down the Tenderloin with my camera gear, getting threatened, mind you, I was threatened in that video. You can hear the guy say, I take that fucking camera. You hear the guy say that in the video. And you telling me you guys can't cover what I'm doing, the job that you're supposed to be doing? Then I should have your jobs. I should be the one working for the local news agencies. But I don't want to. This is why I like to be a freelancer. Because once you start contracting with them, oh, you have to listen to everything they tell you. You have to... Guys, it's not a very easy collective job. As a reporter, as a journalist, your boss. You can't just run off free and do what you want or bring back a story. No, you have to cover. You got to follow and cover the story they assign you to. That's not me. I want to cover the true aspirations of being houselessness and being on the streets. But being in San Francisco will take your mental health away from you. Me and Spencer was talking about that this morning, and he agreed that something about this place takes a toll from you, and it does. And it's also affecting me. It's making me angry every single day that I have to deal with trying to stay alive and trying to keep it safe. Mind you, yesterday night, a drunk guy kicked me, and I could have beat the crap out of him, but I chose not to. I pushed him and said, go away. If you don't go away, then you're going to have problems. And he was drunk, so drunk, that he couldn't even get up on his own. Why beat a crap out of a drunk, incapacitated man? You know better than the next man. So, take that with a grain of salt. We sit in the sun because we had a very windy and very cold night. You can see people wearing coats because it's very cold, very windy. And I'd like for you guys to come support the channel because YouTube, again, I'm dropping 39% revenue. Again. Once again, YouTube, you keep doing this every time. Why? Guys, if you want to help me grow, if you want to help me get what I need, first of all, I'm going to need a tent. So we're going to have to buy a tent because it's going to rain next week. Oh, actually, this week it's going to rain. This weekend, actually. So we need to buy a fucking tent. So, or we can get into the hotels for 2 days. I think it's supposed to rain for 2 or 3 days. I'm not quite sure. I think it's supposed to rain Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I need to double check the weather. But we can't stay at the hostel because now the hostels are forcing 2 people in a room, which is a violation of the CDC and public health guidelines. If hotels want to do that, be my guest, but I'm not going to be participating in catching COVID, and especially with strangers that I don't know. I understand if it wasn't COVID, I would appreciate that if they would have told me before I paid or booked. But they don't explain on the websites that you will be staying in a room or dormitory with another guest. That's a risk. That's an 80% risk of catching COVID. So don't do it. If you're in San Francisco and you're staying in the hostels and you have to travel, and mind you, that now they're enforcing the 3-day before departure proposal. If you guys don't know what that is, you have to be quarantine tested before you fly out the country or you fly anywhere in the States. So, and I've been doing that quite often. You guys see me do that. Alright? I don't think I should be getting tested one more time. 6 times getting tested for what? I shouldn't get tested another time. It's crazy. You should not. I think I proved my point by staying safe. I've been COVID free since February of 2019, mind you. Technically December 2018. I mean 2019. I'm sorry. December of 2019. That's when China had its first case back in October of 2019. But here's the point. I moved from one state to Canada, to Vancouver, to Portland, now to Seattle. Oh. But if you guys want to support the links, the PayPal, the Cash App, and the Venmo, guys, you would do me such a big honor if you just donated $1, $2. It makes a big difference. And I was explaining this to everyone. I get over like 30,000 steps a day. You know how much? Do you know how many miles is that? 30,000 steps is almost about 10 miles a day. Okay. Sometimes I get a little bit over 10 miles. Sometimes my highest yet was 54,682. So take that with the greatest salt. And yeah, but like I was explaining, if I got 10 cents from every person in the world for noticing that I did 10,000 steps, I'd be a rich man. I'd really be a rich man. But with that said, everyone, I wanted to share my story. I want to share what was going on. But I want you guys to go to my Instagram and follow the stories. You guys are going to be upset. Be like, yeah, that seems a little bit sabotaged. I think now they're messing with me, that glide. They see me coming with the wagon. They know. So I guess we won't go back there anymore. I don't think I'm going to go there for lunch. Because it seems like I'm just wasting my time. And wasting steps. Even though I need my steps during the day. I need to keep a balance on my fats and my weight. But I also need to keep busy. But, yeah. I will talk to you guys in the next video. You guys take care of yourselves, alright? And it's Tuesday, to make sure that... Please, guys. It's 2021. The best thing we can do is look out for each other. Even if it's just some words of encouragement, we most of us right now, especially me, we appreciate that words of encouragement. But with that said, everyone, peace.